Hi guys, this is Aram. Hope you're doing good. Thanks once again for subscribing to Aries TV, and if you haven't already done so, please make sure to like, share, subscribe. Guys, in this video, I will review the second quarter of the book, The Boy at the Back of the Class. So let's start. As I already told you that this book is about a boy named Ahmed, a boy that comes from Syria and is a refugee. And just if you want to know it again, or see my first review on this book, you can click right over here on the top right corner. So now let's start with our review. In chapter 8, The Unexpected Adventure, I read that Alexa and her mom are going on an adventure to find a pomegranate, because that's what Syrian people like. Unluckily, they did not find it at the first 3 shops, but lucky enough, they found it on the 4th one. I felt happy that Alexa and her mom showed resilience when they did not find it at the first 3 shops, but kept trying and found it on the 4th one. And also felt happy that Alexa wanted to give Ahmed his hometown food. Now, in chapter 9, The Big Fight, I read that Alexa was too excited and I forgot to tell you this, but now Alexa's favorite fruit is pomegranate. And that Alexa was too excited to give Ahmed, to wait to give Ahmed, at the end of school to give Ahmed the pomegranate, so she thought to give it at playtime. But kids are not allowed to bring food at playtime. When Ahmed got the pomegranate, he was very happy, but unluckily Brandon the bully came, snatched the pomegranate. But Ahmed got very angry and started punching Brandon right in the face. But later they both got in detention. I felt angry. Why did they both got in detention? Why Ahmed and Brandon both got in detention? And why not only Brandon? Because he was the one who started it. And I felt very surprised how quick Alexa changed her favorite fruit into pomegranate. In chapter 10, War and Missing Pieces, I read that now Ahmed is telling the whole class his hometown story. And at the end, everybody clapped very loudly. And everybody was allowed to write only one question on a piece of paper. At the end, 3 were picked. I felt happy. It must have been very happy and joyful when everybody must have clapped so loudly at the end. And I felt happy that everybody had a question for him. From here onwards, I'm going to be reviewing the chapters 11 to 13. But before that, I would like you to like, share, and subscribe so more and more people watch this video. In chapter 11, The Game of Scrabble, I read that Alexa has now 5 new questions in her new pile of questions and still 1 left in her old pile. And I also read that Alexa's Uncle Lenny is coming, but she was happy that, but she was very also sad that her aunt and baby brother are also coming. I also read that now Alexa heard her grandmother is a refugee. When I first read this, I felt very confused that Alexa's grandmother was a refugee, and I felt happy because Alexa, I think, had heard Ahmed's story well, and now has 5 new questions in her new pile of questions. In now chapter 12, Sarah and the Sea, I read that Ahmed is telling Alexa that his sister is in the sea, in the sea, and that his cat is dead on a mountain in Syria, and that his mother is sick back in the camp. When I first read this, and they also kept a promise to never tell this to anyone, but soon Alexa broke the promise and told this to her teacher and friends. When I first read this, I felt pretty angry why Alexa broke her promise, and I felt very horrified when I heard that Ahmed's cat had died on the mountains, and scared that his sister was in the sea and his mom was sick back in the camp. Now chapter 13, the something that changed everything. I read that the London gates were being closed. London's gates were being closed for refugees. Only 100 refugees were being allowed. And Alexa got worried and told the teacher about this. But the teacher said that Alexa had already done enough for Ahmed and doesn't need to do any more. But pretty much Alexa and her friends still did. When I first read this, I felt very scared that London gates were being closed and that Emmett's parents maybe would not be able to come in time, and his sister as well. But I felt very amazed and happy that Alex and her friend care so much about Emmett that now they still want to help him in this dangerous situation. Guys, that was it for me about the second quarter of The Boy at the Back of the Class, which now completes the review of half of the book. So until next time, this channel is about to build up on your knowledge, keep crushing it, and we'll meet soon. Bye bye.